I just had the biggest revelation about Exodus 26, and I have to share it with you guys. So every time I've ever read Exodus 26, which is the building of the tabernacle, and it gets so very specific about build this, the curtains have to be exactly like this, everything needs to be this size and this exact color in this spot, put it here, and it's like so very specific about how to build this tabernacle. And every single time I've ever read it, I've been like, why is this in here? Like, what am I supposed to glean off of this message? And so this week I've really dove into prayer with the Lord on, tell me why I'm reading this. What does this have to do with life? And I know we're not supposed to read the Bible from the lens of what can I get from this and what am I doing about this? But we're supposed to ask, what does this reveal about God? Well, I was just reading it again, and I had this revelation that I get so annoyed reading this book of the Bible because it's so specific and it's so do this, do that, and do exactly what I say. But then everywhere else in my life, I have the audacity to ask God to tell me exactly what to do and when to do it. And he's actually blessing me by not giving me that clarity, because if I had to live through life and do exactly what God said, exactly when he said it, exactly the way he said it, that would be awful. That would be absolutely awful. So I need to stop. I've just had to check my heart, and I'm going to stop asking God to tell me exactly what to do, exactly when to do it, because it's actually such a blessing that he allows us so much free will, and he doesn't give us that clarity, and he doesn't give us that instruction. Because if we had to live that out, how much harder would it be to stay obedient to him? We would have to be apologizing for things that we do left and right all the time and repenting for all of this stuff. He is actually saving us from disobeying him more often by giving us that free will. But we sit here and we ask for clarity on this and clarity on that, and tell me exactly what to do and when to do it and when do you want me to do this, and we do not shut up about it. At least I know I don't, and maybe a lot of you are the same. But as I'm reading through how specific this instruction on the tabernacle is, and every time I've ever read it getting annoyed or bored with it, and realizing that that's why it's such a blessing that he does not actually do this with every single part of our lives, even if we ask him to. This has really opened my eyes, and I will most likely ask for clarity again at some point in time, but I'm definitely going to tone it down because he has given us free will, and that is such a beautiful thing.